بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله وحده والصلاة والسلام على من لا نبي بعده أما بعد. Most honorable elders, dear respected brothers, friends, my youth and my honorable mothers and sisters listening, a deadly evil that can take a person to the fire of hell, even if it is found in the minutest amount in the spiritual heart of a person. Such a killer disease of spirituality, and so deadly that it can even attempt an attack on a person's iman, and a person may lose his iman because of this. This disease is called in Arabic ananiya, and in English you can call it many things, like someone who thinks big of himself, self-inflation, self-obsession, all about me, everything about me, I come first. As long as I'm okay, I don't care what's happening to anyone else. As long as I've got food on the table, I don't care about my neighbor. As long as I can sleep comfortably, I don't care about my wife. As long as I can have free time, I don't care about my children. As long as I can get my question asked by Imam, I don't care about the other 10 people that are waiting. As long as I can continue to benefit in any form or shape, it doesn't matter what the world is going through. This is the definition of ananiya, this self-obsession and carelessness about everyone else and everything else. It was this that brought down the great tyrants of the past to their knees and down into the earth as well, swallowed by the earth as well. One of them was Fir'aun. Fir'aun said, "Ana rabbukumul a'la." I am your great Lord. Ana. Qarun said, "Innama utituhu ala ilmin indi." Whatever wealth I've been given of the east and the west, it's been given because of my knowledge, my know-how, my expertise, my greatness. Nimrud said, "Ana uhyi wa umit." I bring people to life. I kill people. And a person who was given 2 gardens, in the Quran there is a story, he boasted as well against the one who was not given 2 gardens, that "Ana aktharu minka malan wa a'azzu nafara." I am more wealthy than you, and I have more power over the people and the amount of people than you. And about the tribe of Ad, they said, "Man ashaddu minna quwwa." Who is there that is more stronger than us? I and us. These are deadly diseases of the spiritual heart. And Iblis, no exception from it, he is the greatest scholar, Iblis. And he has such level of recognition of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that even after he disobeyed him blatantly, he was still able to make dua to Allah, knowing that his mercy is so much that even though I blatantly disobeyed him in front of him, I can still plead and make a dua and supplication and he'll accept it. Then where do sinners like me and whoever else is a sinner stand? How can we ever become despondent of the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? How can we ever think that my sin is too big? I've been too audacious. I've been too stuck up, and I've lived such an oppressive life that Allah can never forgive me. I've done such sins that He can't forgive me. Here Iblis disobeys Allah blatantly in front of Allah, yet he understands that Allah's mercy is such that after such level of disobedience, if you still ask from him, he will give you. So he asked, what did he say? That Allah give me life until the day of judgment. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, here you go, have life until the day of judgment. So he goes, okay, now that you've given me life, you can't turn back on your word. Now that you've given me life, I'm going to take down everyone with me to the fire of hell. So then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, then let me tell you, whoever follows me and my instructions, whoever follows Allah and his instructions, he will be in the gardens of paradise, and whoever follows you will be with you in the fire of hell. Meaning, it's not that because you've said you're going to take them all with you into the fire of hell, you have non-restrictable control over them. No, humans, they have choice and they have a will and desire. Allah wants something from them, they have to do the good out of their own will. Shaitan wants them to do something, they have to choose to do evil out of their own will. This is why there will be accountability in the hereafter, because we make choices and we have ability to choose. So let's make the right decisions. So even Iblis was no different from all these tyrants in this world that have passed. And he said about Adam alayhi salam, why he refused to prostrate before him and he disobeyed Allah. He said, Ana khayrun min. I am better than him. So this I business and us business, we have to kind of drop it, and we have to understand that there's a lot of hidden evil inside I and us. I and us. So a person shouldn't be in self-conceit, in self-pride, nor should he be proudful over other people. When the first men were born on earth, Adam alayhi salam, his wife and children, then from amongst his children, a very first sin was committed on earth. And that sin was a sin, but it led to a major sin, which was the killing of a human. So this was never done before. And do you know what led to that? Jealousy. Why? Because I am more deserving, because I'm better looking. So what happened was that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed a twin boys to Adam alayhi salam and twin girls. And within these sets, one girl, daughter, was better looking than the other, and one boy was better looking than the other. The better looking boy was Qabil, and his brother, twin brother, was Habil, so he wasn't that good looking. And in the sisters set, there was a good looking sister and a not so good looking sister. But what was decided again by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that the good looking one should marry, the non-good looking one should marry the good looking one. So Habil should get his sister, and that's how, of course in our Sharia this is haram, but at that time Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knew that to begin the progeny of Adam alayhi salam, this is how the system's going to work. So then it was permissible, like many things were permissible for the people of the past and they're not permissible for us. They were impermissible for them, they are permissible for us. So there's exchanges like that. So it was decided that Habil should marry his sister, the better looking one. That's how it should be. So Qabil became jealous. Now why does a person become jealous? Because they feel that why not me and why him? That's how it starts, isn't it? So your friend walks in with this nice bling bling watch and you're like, man, why him? Why not me? Your colleague works in the same place, but yet he's purchased a new car and this is his second purchase in 3-4 years, and you're still with the same old car. So you ask yourself, on the same payroll, then but how? Why? And how is it happening for him? Why not me? This why? Me. Us. This is deadly. So what happened with Qabil and Habil was that Qabil thought that he's more deserving of the better looking spouse than his brother Habil. So eventually that led to jealousy, and jealousy, which is internal again. So this I am better than him, this is internal. Jealousy is also internal, but then it also sometimes takes form as well. So sometimes when you're jealous of someone, you try to harm them and harm that thing which you're jealous about. So he was jealous of his brother. So what did he do? He killed his brother over a girl. over a woman. Not the first time it's happened, isn't it? Like in our days anyway. It's happened so much, but it started there. And it started why? Because I am more deserving. I am more deserving. So we should lose this deserving business and we should stop it straight away. Why? Because a person must understand that whatever you have has been given to you by someone. You did not self-create it, self-develop it, or instigate it, or make it reach a completion or perfection. From the beginning to giving you that quality or that item of possession, ownership, from that point of beginning till its completion and perfection to whatever level, right throughout, Allah was there in the beginning, Allah was there in the middle, and Allah is there in the end as well. For everything good that you have to your name. Nothing is from us. And this is a simple way of dealing with this ana crisis. I crisis. In Arabic it's ana. Yeah? قُلْ يَا أَيُّهَا الْكَافِرُونَ لَا أَعْبُدُ مَا تَعْبُدُونَ وَلَا أَنْتُمْ عَابِدُونَ مَا أَعْبُدُ وَلَا أَنَا. So there's an Arabic word, ana. وَلَا أَنَا عَابِدٌ مَا عَبَدُونَ. So this ana word, so the way how to deal with this internal crisis of ana is to always think that nothing that I have to my name today has been self-created, self-developed, self-perfected. There's nothing self in it. Everything started from Allah, middled with Allah, and will end with Allah as well. Very easy way to deal with the ana crisis. This ana crisis, this I crisis, also leads to a person becoming from self-conceit from there to ostentatious, show off and proudful over other people. And when a person has an iota of pride in their heart, such an atom of pride in their heart, regarding him Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam mentions, لا يدخل الجنة من كان في قلبه مثقال ذرة من خردل من كبر. That the person cannot enter Jannah who has an iota, an atom of pride in their heart. They can't enter Jannah. So this ana, this I, leads to that as well. And the opposite of ana and the opposite of I is being selfless. That's the opposite of I. Being selfless. Meaning, when there's a plate of chicken legs and chicken breasts in front of you, and you know your favorite is chicken leg, I'm not going to say raise your hands if it's chicken leg, we'll skip that part. So if it's chicken leg, and you know there's only one chicken leg left in there, and there's 3 breasts, and there's 5 of you eating, and you know we're still on the starters, and somebody's going to go for that leg. Now, to go for that leg yourself, knowing somebody else may desire it, this is being selfish. And selfless is that you, knowing that you want that leg, it's your favorite, but understanding that somebody else may be picking that as well, you just pick the chicken breast and you take that, and you leave the leg. Now it's a different story if after nobody takes the leg, so you take it, that's fine. But behaving selflessly is the opposite of ananiya, this selfish behavior. And we have to release our hearts from this level of behavior. All the Sahaba radiallahu anhum ajma'een, they released their hearts from this selfish behavior. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala granted them so much in this world, so much in the hereafter. The pious people, the imams, even from the 4 major imams, Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullahi alayhi, and alike many great scholars, out of this selfless behavior and this humble behavior, they were reported to have said as well that إِذَا صَحَّ الْحَدِيث فَهُوَ مَذْهَبِي. That if you come across a hadith which is sahih, more sahih than what I've taken, for example, then that's my madhab, not the one that I've said. So this wasn't because they gathered something together which was weak, which they knew is flawed. No, they gathered together that which was according to the fiqh that Allah gave them. According to that, it was the most upright and correct and closest to sunnah. That was the religion they gathered together. But still, out of humility and out of not having this self-conceit and pride, they said to the students, look, you know what, I don't know anything. At the end of the day, if you come across a hadith that's more strong than what I've collected, choose that, leave mine. Now who says that after all their life was about this? Who says that at the end? The one who is so humble and so selfless that they feel they've done nothing in their life after doing everything. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala first will give me, then the rest of the ability to instill this quality of selflessness and rid our hearts of selfishness. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. Subhanallah bihamdihi, subhanallah al-azim. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Now brothers are requested to kindly stand up, move forward and fill in the safs without any gaps, and then you can start your sunnats for Jumu'ah. Alhamdulillah. الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن سيدنا ومولانا محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله تعالى عليه وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وبارك وسلم تسليما كثيرا أما بعد. فيا أيها المسلمون، الأنانية هي إحدى صفات رذيلة في النفس، وهي حب للذات مع عدم التفكير في الآخرين، وهي ضد الإيثار. الأنانية تتنافى التعاون مع الآخرين، ولقد ذكر الله لنا في كتابه المبين بعضا من شخصيات الأنانية وأهلها، فمنهم إبليس فقال أنا خير منه، ومنهم فرعون فقال أنا ربكم الأعلى، ومنهم النمرود فقال أنا أحيي وأميت، ومنهم الظالم لنفسه صاحب الجنتين فقال أنا أكثر منك مالا وأعز نفرا، ومنهم قوم عاد فقالوا من أشد منا قوة، ومنهم قارون فقال إنما أوتيته على علم عندي، ومنه قتل الأخ بسبب الأنانية كما حصل بين قابيل وهابيل ابني آدم حين قتله من أجل أن يستأثر بالأخت الجميلة ثم أصبح من النادمين. ويحصل من الأنانية أيها المسلمون الكبر، فقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم عن الكبر لا يدخل الجنة من كان في قلبه مثقال ذرة من خردل من كبر. فمن بريء من الأنانية يؤثر في المال، والمهاجرون يؤثرون على أنفسهم ولو كان بهم خصاصة، فقال عز وجل والذين تبوأوا الدار والإيمان من قبلهم يحبون من هاجر إليهم ولا يجدون في صدورهم حاجة مما أوتوا ويؤثرون على أنفسهم ولو كان بهم خصاصة ومن يوق شح نفسه فأولئك هم المفلحون. وقل لمن يحب والله إني لأحبك، كما قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم لمعاذ بن جبل رضي الله تعالى عنه يا معاذ والله إني لأحبك. ومن قاله فتدعو له بحب الله عز وجل، كما قال الرجل عند النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم لرجل آخر إني أحبك في الله، فقال له أحبك الذي أحببتني له. وأقوال الأئمة تواضعا بريئا من الأنانية، فمنها قول الإمام أحمد بن حنبل رحمه الله إذا أثنى عليه بعض أصحابه فقال جزاك الله عن الإسلام خيرا، فتغير وجهه فقال متحقرا نفسه بل جزى الله الإسلام عني خيرا، من أنا وما أنا. وقول سفيان الثوري رحمه الله عالم الأمة في زمانه يقول ضاعت الأمة حين احتيج لمثلي. وقول الإمام الأعظم الإمام أبو حنيفة رحمه الله حين قال إذا صح الحديث فهو مذهبي. فجزى الله المتواضعين والمستضعفين النعم في الدنيا والآخرة. قول الله عز وجل وأورثنا القوم الذين كانوا يستضعفون مشارق الأرض ومغاربها التي باركنا فيها. وقول الله عز وجل: ونريد أن نمن على الذين استضعفوا في الأرض ونجعلهم أئمة ونجعلهم الوارثين. بارك الله لنا ولكم ولسائر المسلمين، ونفعنا وإياكم بالآيات والذكر الحكيم. إنه تعالى جواد كريم ملك بر رؤوف رحيم. استغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله على إحسانه، والشكر له على توفيقه وامتنانه، ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له تعظيما لشأنه، ونشهد أن نبينا وسيدنا ومولانا محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله تعالى عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه. أما بعد، فقد قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم: أرحم أمتي بأمتي أبو بكر، وأشدهم في أمر الله عمر، وأصدقهم حياء عثمان، وأقضاهم علي، وفاطمة سيدة نساء أهل الجنة، والحسن والحسين سيدا شباب أهل الجنة، وحمزة أسد الله وأسد رسوله. اللهم اغفر للعباس ولده مغفرة ظاهرة وباطنة لا تغادر ذنبا. الله في أصحابي لا تتخذوهم غرضا من بعدي، فمن أحبهم فبحبي أحبهم، ومن أبغضهم فببغضي أبغضهم، وخير أمتي قرني ثم الذين يلونهم ثم الذين يلونهم، رضوان الله تعالى عليهم أجمعين. اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات، إنك سميع قريب مجيب الدعوات. اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات. اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين. اللهم انصر الإسلام والمسلمين في كل مكان. اللهم احفظ الحرمين الشريفين والمسجد الأقصى المبارك، واجعل اللهم آمنة مطمئنة وسائر بلاد المسلمين. اللهم اشف مرضى فلسطين. اللهم اشف مرضى فلسطين، وداوي جرحاهم، وارحم موتاهم، وارحم موتاهم، وارحم موتاهم، وتقبل شهداءهم، وتقبل شهداءهم. اللهم حرر المسجد الأقصى وأرض فلسطين للمسلمين. اللهم افتح لنا فتحا قريبا. اللهم افتح لنا فتحا قريبا. اللهم افتح لنا فتحا قريبا. عباد الله، رحمني ورحمكم الله، إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى، وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي، يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. اذكروا الله يذكركم، ودعوه يستجب لكم، ولذكر الله تعالى أكبر، والله يعلم ما تصنعون. سووا صفوفكم واعتدلوا وسدوا الخلل. Please stand up and straighten your rows.